I'm going to talk to you about what I refer to as healthy resilience and how to develop it for yourself. But first, let me tell you how I got here. Come and get her before I kill her. Direct quote from my biological mother. I was the her. I was 4. Come and get her before I kill her were the last words I heard her utter while I remained in her care. Now, there's not enough time for me to walk you through my mother's long list of demons, but I will tell you she was tormented. Addiction, mental health, abandonment, the works. And I was her outlet, the convenient yet unwilling recipient of her fear, her stress, her anger. Some of you might be expecting me to name my hero, the family member or friend that stepped up to save the 4-year-old standing on the edge of a cliff. But that didn't happen. Not one member of my family was willing to step up to save that 4-year-old, to take me on in my wounds. So I left my childhood home with nothing, not even my teddy bear, nothing. So, as you can imagine, that'll harden you up, make you hyper-vigilant, on guard all the time, build protective walls all around. But let me ask you, is that any way to live? Later, I was ostracized for my adoptive family's lower socioeconomic position, for my rapid growth and physical development, for my sexuality. I was raped at 14. My father, well, he became the role model for infidelity. I had a partner with cancer, and later, the loss of my ex-wife and co-parent to my 2 children. Professionally, I have known significant challenge and change with 40 mergers and acquisitions and more corporate restructure than I can count. There is a reason why my colleagues once gave me the moniker of the Iron Maiden. And I can tell you, to that point, I came by it honestly. So I am uniquely qualified, as you have now heard, to speak to you about overcoming trauma and adversity and developing resilience. However, I want to take a moment to reintroduce myself to you. I am Victoria Pelletier. I am a successful business executive, a board director, a best-selling author. I am a wife and partner. I am mother to 2 beautiful humans and 1 fur baby. And I am happy, I am fulfilled, and I am thriving more than ever. So I want to share with you my secret sauce, what I call healthy resilience. The shift from trauma to triumph, from Iron Maiden to turtle. Tough, resilient exterior, yet still now soft on the inside. Again, that is healthy resilience. It is about setting goals, engaging in self-reflection, and living with intention. And the science backs me up on this too. Dr. Elise Park, a Boston-based mental health expert, teamed up with several of our colleagues a few years ago to take a deep dive into resilience. And what they found is that with stressors on the rise across populations, so too was resilience. And now the good news? While there are some who are more innately resilient than others, healthy resilience can be taught. And sometimes our experience can be our best teachers. When my world disintegrated, something inside of me clicked. Survival instinct. But a lesson in healthy resilience, survival is a goal. It is our most basic, but you will not build a life on our survival goal alone. That is what healthy resilience is not. Compartmentalizing and not processing the trauma or adversity, wearing a shield of protective armor all the time. So I had to change, or I was going to die. Broken body, broken heart. This is what I call the self-reflection of healthy resilience. It's a shift from survival to thriving. It's about looking into one's spirit, loving the person that you find, and loving that person to life. My own shift came at some point in my young adulthood, probably in my late 20s, something that my adoptive mother had tried like crazy to teach me finally clicked. Healthy resilience. The practices of healthy resilience will change your heart and soul. However, it is a journey. So let me share with you some of the lessons I've learned and the steps to take to employ healthy resilience. Number one, it starts with tethering yourself, anchoring yourself to a goal or objective, a vision. And it's going to look very different for each of you, but it's essential. And you will have many. Career goals, financial goals, health, wellness, legacy, and impact. With these goals and vision in place, number two, you must shift to the important work of self-reflection so that you can achieve a heightened level of self-awareness. And this is critically important for all of you Iron Maidens and Iron Men out there. When your peers view you as impenetrable and emotionless, then you're being dishonest with yourself about your own pain, your demons, your desires. And that can change. Make it change. Healthy resilience also requires, number three, strategic intentionality. While you cannot prevent all of the challenge or adversity that will come your way, you do have a choice in how you will respond to it. Your language, your actions, your thoughts, and your behavior should nourish that amazing vision you have for yourself, not diminish or deny it. So check in with yourself. Find some trusted people who will hold you accountable to that vision. And this might feel incredibly uncomfortable for many of you, but I urge you, lean into the discomfort. Otherwise, the growth will not come. And further, to trusted people, surround yourself with community. Those who will support you and raise you up. They should challenge you on your actions, identify your blind spots, but they will love you. And I must state that professional help can be incredibly valuable, so do not be afraid to seek an expert and ask for help. Finally, number five, give yourself permission to fail. Honor the softness just beyond that hard shell. Falling to the ground in your personal or professional life is not the end of the world. Hell, some of the most successful people I know see spectacular failure as the best way to get better. So when you fail, and you will, when the current path disintegrates and challenges your vision, give yourself time to grieve, and then get back to it. Return to step one. So, how do I know healthy resilience works? Well, as I said, no one calls me the Iron Maiden. It is turtle. Tough, resilient exterior, yet still soft and marshmallowy on the inside. I think it fits. So now it's your turn to lean into healthy resilience. So your to-do list. First, name the traumas, claim them, and reflect on those first. Next, forgive yourself for the debris field left behind you. It happens to the best of us. And if this means you need to seek reconciliation with those you love, be reconciled. 3, remember the healthy resilience steps. Be clear on your vision and goals. Engage in self-reflection. Strategic intentionality. Model the thoughts, the language, the actions, and behavior to move you forward. Find your inner circle, your community to support you. And give yourself permission to fail. When you do, get back up, anchor back to your goal. But remember, one foot in front of the other is progress. And your final to-do. Help someone this week. Perhaps it's someone in the midst of trauma, or maybe it's an Iron Maiden who is not yet dealing with it. Share healthy resilience so we can grow this thing. Be a turtle. So friends, thank you for hearing my story. Be kind to yourself. Reinvent yourself. Live well and be unstoppable. Thank you. Thank you very much.